TNT is a fan of bike rides, so today we're going to play BMX Air Master for your Atari 2600. So let's go ahead and take the game, pop it in my Atari 7800 Pro system, maybe even win an incredible Huffy bike, and see how it holds up today. Let's go to the game. BMX Air Master was originally published by TNT Games and, according to randomterrain.com, released in October of 1989. Atari would later buy the rights to the game and even made some red label versions of the game, which are extremely rare and hard to find today. It was programmed by Adam Clayton, who also helped program Fatal Run for the Atari 7800, which I reviewed back in episode 228. I'll try to remember to link that review in the description below. Adam, when he was 15, is also given credit for being the first person to discover the famous adventure Easter egg. The back of the box says the following: "Take to the air and go for it." This isn't kid stuff. It's the latest, flyingest, most unforgiving trio of events any biker could ask for. Start with the half pipe that takes you so high you won't know whether you're coming or going. Then a quarter pipe that makes doing dozens of tricks easy and crashing even easier. Then try our BMX jump. That's the one that's just a bit wider than the Grand Canyon. If there's a more dangerous challenge open to daredevil bikers, we have yet to test it. So if you think you're good, really good, put your freewheeling skills on the line with BMX Air Master. Just don't say we didn't warn you. BMX Air Master is a bicycle stunt game for 1 or 2 players alternating. From the main screen, you could choose normal or advanced difficulty and whether you want to practice one event or go through all 3. The manual isn't super clear, so I'll do my best to piece together the controls by combining the maneuvers listed in the manual with the joystick controls I used while playing. The first thing you must do is build up speed by wiggling the joystick left and right rapidly. I found that holding down the button actually helped me increase my speed quicker. It also helps to flip your bike in the right direction on the bottom of the half pipe. But when you go airborne, you may want to let go of it depending on the tricks you want to do. While airborne, you could press up to loop forward, down to loop backwards, left to rotate, and right to flip. If you hold down the button and press a joystick in one of the 4 directions, you could do one of 4 posing tricks, using up for hands, down for feet, right to move forward, and left to do an X up. To stop posing, you must release the button. While leaving the ramp, you could try to hold up on the joystick to move your bike towards the ramp, allowing you to potentially bounce or even land on the ramp on the way down, or press down to try to distance yourself from the ramp. It's not the easiest thing to do, but it's very beneficial for points as you get more points for stringing more tricks together before landing, and bouncing allows you more time to do this. To land properly, your bike must have good alignment and the button must be released. If you do not land properly, you will crash, losing one of your lives. The main game is comprised of 3 events. The first event is a half pipe. During this event, you have 90 seconds to gain speed and altitude, performing as many tricks as possible. If you have any lives remaining after the time expires, you will move on to the quarter pipe. Here you get 3 attempts to launch yourself in the air, once again performing as many tricks as possible before landing. The final event is the BMX bike jump. Like the previous event, you are given 3 chances. As long as you have lives left, you can continue on. When you complete the 3rd event, you will get an extra life and start the events over at increased difficulty. This means it will be harder to pedal and landings will require more precision. Scoring wise, you get points for every individual trick you perform, with more points awarded the first time you perform a trick, as well as points for performing one of 8 combinations listed in the manual. However, to get the points, you must land successfully. If you crash, you get no points for the tricks you were previously doing. At the end of an event, you also get bonus points for every individual trick performed and every combination you pulled off. Graphically speaking, even though you and the bike are a single color, I thought this is one of the better looking Atari 2600 games. The sounds in the game are solid, but the 2 songs in the game are some of the best on the system, especially the song that plays in between events if you don't push the button to start right away. Family friendly wise, the game would most likely get an E for everyone rating if released today. Currently at PriceCharting.com, the game has a value of $13 loose, $13 complete, and $20 new. The Atari version of the game is so rare, they didn't have any data on loose copies, but complete copies were selling for over $100 years ago. So what did I think of BMX Air Master on the 2600? Typically, I'm not a big fan of games where you just do tricks, and this one took a while to get used to, but I must admit, once you get used to it, it's a pretty fun game. It looks great, sounds amazing, and is pretty responsive to the controls. I'm no master of the game, and it can be hard at times to align yourself for a landing, but even some of the crashes are entertaining. I also opted to focus on just having fun freestyling rather than try to learn the combos in the manual, but I could see some gamers really enjoying that aspect as well. My only real complaint is that I wish the game had either a race or obstacle course similar to what you saw in California games, but as it is, this is one obscure game that I recommend Atari 2600 fans take the time to learn and play. So where am I going to rank BMX Air Master? This one is going in my top 100. I do like Fathom more at 91, but I will put this over the also fun Mega Mania at 92. So out of the 251 games now ranked for the Atari 2600, BMX Air Master is doing a 720 at the 92 position. BMX Air Master is a fun late release for the 2600. But that's just what I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me both on the Facebook and the Twitter, and click the bell so you don't miss any future videos. At this time, I'd like to thank the Averys for their generous support on Patreon. If you think these videos give you at least $1 per month of information and entertainment, please consider joining my supporters at patreon.com/NoSwearGamer. Not only will you help keep the show going, but you may also get a chance to nominate and vote on games for me to review. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the next episode of the No Swear Gamer. Take care, especially when landing.